Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and even the occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. That way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day, if not twice. As always, if you're already subscribed, thanks so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have another box from Down the Rabbit Hole Book Box, which I just think is such a fun concept. So this is a book subscription. They always give hints for the upcoming book. If you absolutely need to know the title, you can email them and ask. But as you're reading along, there are different sticky notes that tell you to open the corresponding gift. And there's usually 4 to 6 gifts in each box. It is just such a fun experience. It really brings it to life. I have so much fun trying to guess what the items are when I get to the passage that has the sticky note. The box is $34.99 per month plus shipping. The shipping to me, for example, here in California is $10.50, but if you use the code Noelle15, you can save 15%. As always, I'll leave all of that information for you in the description box below. Down the Rabbit Hole was kind enough to send this box to me for review. Now, I am a bit behind. I believe this is actually the August box, but because of this style of box, I do like to read the novel, especially if I haven't ever read it before, so that I get the full experience and so that the gifts make a little bit more sense. And then when I do the unboxing, I will actually read the passage and then open the gift. So there are going to be spoilers in this one for sure. So I have to say I'm really excited about this box because as we move into the fall months, it's a little bit darker, and that's what they give you is dark reads, thrillers, things that are a little bit creepy. Now I have to say that this particular book was really, really dark. It was a little bit crass at times, definitely very sadistic, and if that's not your vibe, this is not the book for you. I haven't seen the movie or the series that's on Netflix or one of the providers yet, because I think the actor is just going to make me think of Gossip Girl, but now I'm very intrigued now that I've actually read the book to see how they portray it. The book is, in case you haven't guessed already, You by Caroline Kepnes, and you guys, it is dark. And so I had started it about a week ago, and then last night we had like a crazy thunderstorm and it like rained for hours, and I just figured it was the perfect time for me to plow through this. And I have to say that as terrible as the main character is, he definitely gets you addicted to the book and you just keep reading. So it is told mostly in the first person, but of course he often is using the second person because he's addressing all the people around him. I have to say the one time one of the characters, when it's their last words basically, and those last words is you, that is like the most striking moment where I was like, that is where the name of the novel comes from, that particular moment. So it was incredibly dark, and I still have to admit I loved it, and I kind of want to read the next book in the series. So I also really loved that there is a little blurb on the front from Stephen King. He calls it hypnotic and scary and totally original. And then there's like a whole section where they're talking about Stephen King and how people like love to read Stephen King novels because the main character does work in a bookstore. So I did have a lot of fun with this also because I sort of identified largely with the other character in the book because she has like decided to go to grad school for her MFA in New York, and that was like something that I shared, that experience. Luckily I didn't meet anyone quite like the main character, but let me go ahead and read the little blurb on the back for you, and then we'll go ahead and get into the box itself. So it says, when a beautiful aspiring writer strides into the East Village bookstore where Joe Goldberg works, he does what anyone would do. He Googles the name on her credit card. Creepy already, right? There's only one Guinevere Beck in New York City. She has a public Facebook account and tweets incessantly, telling Joe everything he needs to know. She's simply Beck to her friends. She went to Brown University, she lives on Bank Street, and she'll be at a bar in Brooklyn tonight. The perfect place for a chance meeting. As Joe invisibly and obsessively takes control of Beck's life, he begins quietly removing the obstacles that stand in their way. Joe will do anything to ensure Beck finds herself in his waiting arms, even if it means murder. So definitely like a spooky image there on the front. If you can't tell, it's kind of like a blurred image of a girl like kind of moving her hair and like walking away. And you guys, it's a creepy book. So let's go ahead and get into the box itself so you guys can see kind of what it's like. So here are some of the gifts, and they are all sort of numbered. It's not by page number. It's just like gift 1, gift 2, gift 3, gift 4. There were 5 in this particular box. And then let me see if I can find my little brochure that they usually include. So there it is, all the way at the bottom, of course. So it says, the August book box, no matter where you are or who you're with, I'll be watching you. Creepy. So inside it tells us a little bit more about Caroline Kepnes, the author. So she graduated from Brown and then worked as a pop culture journalist for Entertainment Weekly. She was the TV writer for Seventh Heaven and The Secret Life of the American Teenager. I love these like little fun like facts. It says, both Beck and Joe are inspired from different versions of Caroline. Beck is like a young version of me and Joe is the dark part of me. Ooh. So she grew up in Cape Cod and now lives in LA, and the main character grew up on Nantucket, which is interesting. So there's another like little similarity because I grew up on an island as well. So each month we will include a combination of bookish gifts and items mentioned and connected to that month's book. So very, very fun, you guys. Let's go ahead and dive in. I will, like I said, read the excerpt and then show you the gift. So it says, is this why people like reality TV? Your world is a wonder to me. Seeing where you lounge in cotton panties bought in bulk online from Victoria's Secret. I saw you tear into the package the other day. And where you don't sleep, you sit on that couch and read crap online. You made me think maybe you're searching for that hot guy in the bookstore. Maybe. This is where you write, sitting so erect with your hair in a bun and typing at bunny rabbit speed until you can't take it anymore and you grab that lime green pillow, the same pillow you prop your head against when you nap, and you mount that thing like an animal. Release. This is where you sleep at last. So like I said, if you are not okay with some of that imagery, that's pretty tame for the rest of the book. So let's go ahead and show you what number 1 was, which came in this very pretty butterfly mailer, but I did try to kind of open things up as neatly as possible. Sometimes the gifts come in like nice neat boxes. So we got a green pillowcase, which is kind of funny because of what the pillowcase is like used for in the book. I won't go into too much detail, but you probably got the idea. But let me see if I can go ahead and slide this out of the packaging just so that you get a better view. And of course, I'll show you over on Instagram, which is where I like to show off products in a little bit more detail so you can see it fully. Let me see, I should have pulled this out beforehand, but I do try to kind of mimic some of the experience of opening stuff here on camera. So it's a kind of a bookish thing. It says, there's no such thing as too many books, and it is in this really pretty, almost blue-green color instead of lime green, which I like, and that is the quote there. And then at the bottom, we've got this nice kind of line drawing of a pile of books. So I do think that's cute. If you have like a fancy reading chair, I would love to have like a library with a nice cushy reading chair one day. I think this would be a great pillow to have, and I do think this is a lovely color, and it definitely does go with the page or the acknowledgement in the book, which does that pillow makes several appearances. We did actually get a bookmark as well with a couple of quotes. One is from the book itself, which I'll read to you at the end, and one is from John Steinbeck, which is so like integral, related to Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Bridge, of course. So let's go ahead and find our next gift. So again, this was kind of a longer book. That's one of the reasons it took me a bit of time, even though it did still feel like a pretty quick read. I definitely didn't mind staying up a little bit later to get through it. So this is for gift number 2. It says, and now at last you pet the red ladle in my hand and tell me the story of your red ladle. You were a little girl in a little bed and the smell of pancakes woke you up on Sunday mornings. Your dad used a special red ladle on Sundays, just Sundays. He would sing along to the top 40 countdown, screw up the lyrics, and make you and your brother and your sister laugh winter, spring, summer, fall, and you couldn't fall asleep Saturday nights. You were so excited for Sunday mornings. And then he started hitting the bottle, and the Sundays went away and the red ladle stayed in a drawer, and your mother's pancakes were greasy and burnt or wet and undercooked, and your father was gone but the ladle was still there, and bad pancakes smell like good pancakes, and he's dead now, so there will never be pancakes again. There's nothing dirty about your sweet sad story, and fuck Benji for making you feel bad. That ladle is still in our house to this day, as if he's coming. You say, life is mean. I put my hands on your shoulders and you look at me expectant. I speak, I'm getting this for you. Joe, no ifs, ands, or buts. The world stops and your eyes gloss over. The Benjis of the world don't understand what you want. Someone to make you pancakes. You don't care about money. You don't want to be spanked. You want love. Your father had a red ladle, and now I have a red ladle, and I will make you the pancakes you want so badly. The pancakes you haven't tasted since he died. Your mouth waters and you submit. Okay, Joe. So he actually picks up a silver ladle, which is kind of interesting, but we did get a nice gift, and it came in this very bright orange mailer. So I kind of pulled everything out, or actually just fell out in front of me here. But we got, of course, a red ladle, which is kind of a fun like kitchen thing to have. So it did come in this little plastic bag. So pretty nice ladle, honestly. So it feels like silicone down here at the bottom. It's got this nice wood handle. You could actually like hang it somewhere if you have hooks. And in addition to that, not only did we get the ladle, it is laden with meaning, we also got a Betty Crocker buttermilk pancake and waffle mix, which is great because all you have to do is add water. I love pancakes. I just had them the other day when I was like out and about in LA, and it was like, I was so happy to have pancakes because they're one of those things that you just don't take the time to make unless you have like several people that are going to eat them. I used to have a griddle and I loved that thing, but like nowadays, like my husband isn't super into pancakes, so for me to make pancakes just for myself doesn't make sense, but that looks like I can make pancakes for myself. So I'm pretty excited about it, and I love how they paired those two things together. So now we are on to gift 3, and this is what those little sticky notes look like in case you were wondering. It says, and really it's all for the best because I don't have time to watch you shower. I have to take this opportunity to hide all the Beckmobilia and hope that you didn't do any snooping when you woke up. I retraced your steps. You left the bathroom closet door open, typical woman, after you got a towel. Fortunately, you took the towel on the top and didn't find your bras stashed under the bottom towel. Hopefully you didn't open the medicine cabinet in the bathroom and find your scratched up silver hair clip. I stole it the first day I stepped into your apartment. Those clips are everywhere. You'd never miss it, right? I needed it because a few delicious strands of your hair are woven in, holding your DNA, your scent. Did you open the refrigerator door and find your leftover bottle of Nantucket Nectar Diet Iced Tea half empty? So creeper, right? Creeper, right, guys? So here is our gift 3, which I was guessing was going to be a silver hair clip. It came in this little velvet pouch, but it was not a silver hair clip. In fact, it was several gold hair clips. So we got quite the assortment, which I actually like gold better, but I thought it was interesting that we got gold instead. So we got this one with like rhinestones on it in the shape of a feather. It's kind of like an alligator clip style. We got a big alligator clip style with these faux pearls, which I actually really like that one. I feel like I'll actually use it. It might be enough to keep my hair up in a bun. We got this one with pearls and even a little starfish, and that is again alligator clip. So I think we got a total of 6. This one I really like. It's a bobby pin, but it's got blinged out scissors, which is kind of cool. At first I thought it was a bow, but then I realized it was scissors. We got another pearl set. This one kind of matches the one with the starfish. And then finally we got one that is just a little bit smaller, but they have a little bit of gold on the outside of those pearls. So I thought those were actually kind of useful. I was surprised that we got so many of them, but that was a good gift. I thought that was kind of fun. Gift 4. It says on day 7, so they are kind of on and off again for quite a while until she figures out what a creepery is. It says on day 7 we invent a game, Fake Scrabble. The rule is no real words allowed. You come up with calibrat and I spell out punk classical and you beat me and you brag and I love you all hopped up on the win. I love to win and I'm not a sore loser and will be as good in 40 years as we are now. So let me see. I don't remember. Oh yeah. On day 9 I catch you using my toothbrush and you blush. At first you rinse your mouth and claim it was a mistake, but I see through you and I know your eyes and you bite your lip and cover your eyes. I'm just gonna say this and I can't look at you when I say this. I like using your toothbrush because I like having you inside of me. And I'm sorry, I know that's weird and gross. I don't say a word. I clap a hand over your mouth and pull your panties off and give it to you right there in my bathroom. So again, not a book for the kiddos here. This is definitely pretty raunchy at times. So let me find gift 4. Where did that go? It came in this kind of plain mailer here. So of course we got, I was hoping we wouldn't wind up with like Victoria's Secret panties there, like from the first gift. We actually got 3, you guys, so I'm not sure if that was like a mistake, but we wound up with 3 bamboo toothbrushes, which is pretty cool. There is a little card that was in the box or the bag that was telling us how you could be very sustainable and actually recycle them, but you would have to remove the bristles or cut off the top that has the bristles. It says, don't be like Beck, use your own. So we just got these nice bamboo toothbrushes, which for whatever reason, you guys, I have gotten a lot of bamboo toothbrushes in different subscription boxes, but this was the first time where it actually really made sense to me. So that was gift number 4, and then we had one final gift on for number 5. Let me see if I can find it, and that was on page 371. So I felt like they were really spaced out nicely in this box. Sometimes you get a lot of gifts at the very beginning or at the very end, and it's kind of hard because if the gifts are kind of what's helping you get to the next chapter, it's nice to have them kind of evenly spaced out. You can't be held responsible for your actions. You keep looking at the fire escape like that's a possibility for you. You're talking crazy like you'd leave me after all that pie, all that talk about moving in together. I try to reach you. Beck, calm down. You're not climbing out the window and you're not going to run down the stairs when you're out of your mind like this. Round and round we go. 1 minute you're afraid. 1 minute you're going to kill me. 1 minute you think I'm going to kill you. 1 minute you're the victim of my evil doing, LOL. 1 minute I am the victim because you're going to kill me, LOL. You snarl and call me a fucking sicko. I know you don't mean it. If you were truly afraid, you would make a serious attempt to escape. But the fact is that I know you. I know you are pleased with your discovery. You like attention and devotion, and that box is proof that I'm attentive and devoted. If that box contained Candace's things, you would have broken your neck trying to get out of my home. You will get on my side, but I have to be patient. You're in shock. You scream again. My head is starting to pound and I worry about the neighbors and I snap. So this is towards the end of the book where she is definitely starting to figure things out. There were some interesting things in the box that Beck found that Joe was holding on to that I was like, please don't let us get that in the box. I really don't want that. But in fact, we found something else, which I guess I should have read a different passage for you now that I remember what the actual gift was. You guys would be so surprised because I just read this last night. So let's see what it was. Where is that part? So basically one of the things that was in the box, and it's funny because I think maybe they described one of the things that was in the box in a different passage. I'm not sure. So is actually a pair of Chanel sunglasses, which, oh, there we go. So it says, you're mad I helped you scour your apartment for your Chanel sunglasses last week when I clearly knew they were in this box. But honestly, you're better off without those fucking obnoxious glasses. They're for people like Peach. You look silly in them and you change the subject. So sorry guys, I read the wrong passage. So we did not get Chanel sunglasses, but we did get some pretty good looking ones. So they came in this little baggie, and then they came in this little baggie, and I love me some tortoiseshell sunglasses. Now, these would be more like fashion sunglasses. I usually like polarized sunglasses, but as a rule, we try on all the sunglasses on this channel. So let me try to slide this little protective plastic off, and we will do that so that we, tradition is tradition. So I was glad that this was the item of Beck's things that we actually got in there. We also, I guess, got her barrettes too. So this is what they look like. I thought they were pretty cool. They're like a nice thick rim with, again, tortoiseshell, and I think that like kind of square shape is really nice. So let me put them on for you. This is what they look like. They're like a little bit almost masculine, but I like them. They feel pretty lightweight. They feel like heavy enough that they're quality. They don't feel like super duper cheap. So not quite Chanel. I'm kind of glad that they didn't like bling them out with like a fake Chanel logo on it. I have to admit that when I was Beck's age, which does confuse me because she's 24, but she's in an MFA program, I think right out of college. So that actually seems like she probably took a couple years off and maybe I missed that. But anyway, when I was 24, I was definitely collecting some designer sunglasses, and I have no idea why because it really doesn't matter. But it was another moment where I was like, oh, I would have missed my Chanel sunglasses too, and I would have been really mad if some guy had swiped them just to like keep them in a like creepy keepsake memento box about me. So those were all of our items that we got in the box. We got the pillow cover, we got the ladle and pancake mix, which is actually probably my favorite gift just because it's useful and delicious. We got that assortment of fun barrettes. We got our toothbrushes, a myriad of them, well, 3, and we also got those fun sunglasses. So I actually thought this was a really good box. It was definitely an interesting read, you guys. Let me know if you have read this or watched the series and what you thought about it. And if it was a good, accurate portrayal, and if I should take the time to watch it, I'd love to know what you think. If you enjoyed this unboxing, please do give it a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate it. If you are looking for some darker thriller reads, it's not necessarily new books, but ones that you might not have gotten around to, or ones that will just be enriched by the experience of opening some gifts, definitely check out Down the Rabbit Hole Book Box. I'll see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.